Angkor Wat temple.
This is Angkor Wat, the oldest and largest temple in the world. It's better if you have a tour.
I think he's meant to say it was 900.
I think bats live in here because it's really smelly.
Not collapsing. From what we know of the temple, it's 900 years old.
We're going to cut it out.
First started as a Hindu temple under King Solomon II, but it wasn't finished, and then 200 years later, Buddhist king took over and finished the temple, in which it was completed. And these pillars right here, there's 5 of them in total, and that is the mark of the Hindu Buddhist temple. Walk on with me. I'll tell you a little bit about the architecture. So originally, it was designed to have 3 layers representing earth, heaven and paradise. Right now we're on the heaven layer. Seems quite cool. Paradise is where it's at. Just parallel here. As I mentioned earlier, the 5 pillars which were built under the Buddhist reign. Forget the king's name. But this is where the famous picture is from. When you look outside the temple, and we came for sunrise, and the sunrise over the centre pillar. I think that was intentional, but who knows. Grounds of the temple, as you can see. You impressed?
Yeah.
Right now we're in the 3rd floor of the temple, aka the Buddhist one. It's basically in a square shape all around. A hot air balloon down there.
No.
Is Heaven Hell Brew.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
So all along here.
Knock, knock, knock.
So all along here we have
Knock, knock.
54 statues which represented the 54 provinces in Cambodia at the time.
But now there is only 24 remaining.
Half of them are like this, represent heaven, and the others are hell.
How pretty.
And this is all to do with Hindu culture. Okay, so right now we are at Bayon Temple, which is commissioned by the 7th king of Cambodia, and is a fusion between Hinduism and Buddhism, seen as a unification between the 2 religions. It took about 50 years to make, during which time it was being built. Cambodia was invaded. This is why there's so many small stones, because there's no time to go into the mountains and grab the big stones.
Grab them.
Harvest. You can see the markings on the wall. believe this is telling us a story, but because it's so old, a lot of the stone is sort of worn away. This is made out of limestone? Sandstone. Sandstone.
Limestone.
Sandstone. So, right now we're at Taprom Temple, more commonly famous for Tomb Raider, but it's actually got a lot of history. So this is the final temple in which the 7th king built. So we went to Angkor, which was the fusion between Hinduism and Buddhism, and then the one before this, Bonai, was the unification of Hinduism and Buddhism. Finally this one, which is the final Buddhist temple, in which they kept all the gold and diamonds, etc. Very rich and very prosperous under the French colony. But when the Khmer regime took place in 1975, they basically plagued it and took all the vegetation out, and which has caused a lot of jungle growth in the temple. So you'll see a lot of jungly temple vibes. Yeah.
You're so clever. Actually put in there.
Who's the actor in Tomb Raider?
Lara Croft.
Lara Croft. Do a Lara Croft. I think this is which is good. So this is basically where the jungle has taken over the temple. As you see here, Lucy pans to the left. The actual tree is growing and is attached to the temple. And here's a bit of a restored temple. It's very good. Huh. Boo. You can really see where the jungle's taken over here. Look at that, it's what it looked like before. So we're on our last stop of our temple tour. Absolutely templed out. But this is the last stop.
Yes.
The temple in the middle. Well, the original structure was started by the 2nd king back in year 1900 and something. And 300 years later, King the 7th finished it, and then also put a temple in the middle of the pond. I think it's 300 by 800 metres. Hello. Lucy and I at a Cambodian circus. It's very modern, very western.
And it supports people that have come from disadvantaged backgrounds.
Yeah.